Hey there everybody, I'm here to make a Zerker Pure '07 old school Runescape guide. I've actually been a max Zerker Pure, I'm not right now, obviously max is a little bit premature, but I'm here to make a guide. I haven't seen too many really great guides, so that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Since I was a max Zerker Pure before, I know the ins and outs of becoming and having a successful Zerker Pure. It starts with questing. You pretty much are going to quest all your way up to 45 defense, and you don't want to surpass that obviously because that's not the point. So I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of what to do, where to train, like where I personally like training and where I think is the most beneficial training spots. Um, we'll start out with, and disregard my farming because I don't know why I'm even farming right now, but I am. 176 quest points you need for Barrel's Gloves. Fire Cape, which I don't currently have yet. You probably want to, I'll go with stats. You probably need 70 attack, 70 to 99, 99 strength ideally, 90 plus would probably be best, 45 defense obviously, 70 ranged or higher, 43 probably 52, might as well get 52 if you're doing 43, and then 94 magic at least. Everything else is kind of like whatever. Most of these are just going to come in time because you're going to be training these up for skills, and then you can do what you wish afterwards. But the keys, the real keys, are just patience. Barrel's gloves are vital. Fire cape is pretty vital. Everything else is kind of like whatever. Like Zerker helm, fighter torso is the best. Like I mean, you know, you guys have been around enough to know. There's a bunch of people already with fighter torsos and fire capes, so it's really not that prestigious yet. But alright, skipping ahead a little bit. Back to quests. I'm not going to start naming off all the quests right now because there's just so many you got to do. So I'm actually going to just put them all in the description, in the information section. And then that's probably your best route to look for, like all the quests that you need to do. There is a lot that I would recommend doing. I personally recommend questing all the way up to 45. That's what I did because you're going to need to do all the quests anyway yeah, that is the only problem. I got like really close to getting 46, so I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. But you're gonna need 175 quest points for Barrel's Gloves anyway, so you might as well just do the hard part while you're doing the process. But besides that, I mean, besides like really the fire cape, fighter torso, I guess a fury would be an optimal AME, but I mean that's kind of expensive right now. Void's always good. You can get that in a day or two, probably 2 days if you don't have a great clan, but if you got a good clan. It's generally not that hard to be a successful Zerker Peer. I was max, and you do tear up the wilderness pretty efficiently. The hardest distractions are like range tanks, which are kind of hard to hit. They hit you almost every time, so that's the only real main opponent. But like failed mains like 77, 75, or whatever, pretty easy to kill. Recommendations on training. I'll go over a little bit of everything. Magic, Alking. Alking's really good if you can afford to lose the money. I don't really have too many recommendations for mage. Superheating is decent if you plan on doing that. It's decent XP, just take a lot of money loss, but that's just magic for you. Range. Range is really good at like ogres. You do Biohazard / Plague City quests, and then you get like ogres in a cage. They drop an R seeds, Toadflax seeds. They drop a good amount of seeds. You get some money back, and then they're really AFKable. Slayer for combat is one good way to go about it. If you want to like max out your experience, bandits are always good. Just sit there, AFK, pray them. Skeleton monkeys underneath, monkey madness. That's speaking of monkey madness. You can opt out of taking the experience. My recommendation for you, if you're going to opt out of taking the experience, is in '07, you can't get back on the island if you finish the quest. So yeah, you can use the D-Simi, but you can't get back on the island to train. And underneath is a really great place to train if you plan on using like Chinchompas / if you're really rich, ice barraging or ice bursting down there. So that's up to you. So yeah, I don't know, it's up to you. You can take. I took the experience personally. Make sure if you do take the experience, you get the lesser experience in defense / I don't know what the other one is. Attack, defense and attack. I think it is. Not 100% sure. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about training, attack, and strength. Skeleton monkeys, bandits, spiders, and barbarian the barbarian stronghold are really good. They're pretty AFKable. There's generally a good amount of people there because they don't hit very hard, and you can pretty much get away without praying if you just have armor on. So that's like what a lot of people do decide to do. Good food to use. Sharks are expensive. Lobs don't really heal enough. So a good intermediate thing to do is like pineapple pizzas. They heal like 22. And I don't know if too many people are cooking it right now, but they used to be the best, like one of the best foods to use because just nobody really used them. So that's my recommendation there. Hit points, I can't really train that up without training up other stuff. So but like I said, personally, quest at 45. I'll give the shoutouts to the quests in the description. I'm going to put down a lot of quests because they're pretty much not all mandatory, but most of them are mandatory. As you can see, like most of my quest list is green, and not most of it, but a good amount of it. I've been deciding if I want to stay 45 defense. With God Wars coming out, I'm deciding if I want to go 70 and whatever. I want to see what the poll. Because I don't know if you guys have heard, but the poll is coming out for God Wars Dungeon, so prepare your votes. At first, I'm like, yeah, God Wars Dungeon, fuck yeah. And then I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. So I'm still thinking about it. And what else is there to talk about? Prayer 43, 52. Already talked about that a little bit. There's really not too much to being a Berserker. Like I said, the armor is like the key, really the key, and then everything else just kind of comes with it. The stats. The biggest stat requirement you need to really fulfill is like legends, and then oh fuck, what's that quest? Lunar Diplomacy for Vengeance. Vengeance is like the key to being a Berserker. That's like how everyone knows you're a good Berserker. You got Vengeance, blah blah blah. It's really good in the wilderness. So that's my little 2 cents on being a Berserker. It's not hard. Like I said, questing is 95% of being a Berserker. You just gotta have patience for quests, or that's really all I can recommend. I personally don't mind questing. I was one of the first people with Barrel's Gloves in 07. I've actually had my Barrel's Gloves for about a week now, because I went on a cruise and I did everything. I've had these for about a week. But that's about all I did. So, I don't know. Like I said, like I wanted to make this video because I knew a lot of the community was going Berserker from what I've seen. So, just have some money. Don't be afraid to lose some money. You gotta lose some money to get your stats up faster than you want. So it's up to you guys in the end. I mean, if you want to be a Berserker for only a couple months and you want to go main, I would just say go main now because it's faster. Like especially if you're like slaying and stuff, because Barrow's gear is so much more efficient than training with Berserker. Because 45 defense, even though it may sound high, is really not that high. So. That's my recommendations. That's why I'm thinking about going Barrows now because it's so much more beneficial in the long run. You don't want to be Berserker peer and then train and then like blah blah blah. I gotta do this now. So just make sure a couple things are have patience for quests. You gotta be efficient in like getting fire caves, fighter torsos, void. If you really want to be like a hardcore one, Barrows gloves, and then just my recommendation especially is like get in contact with me. You can add me. I can always tip you guys out on stuff. Or if you guys want, like have friends, like try and get your buddy to go Berserker peer with you, because it's always good to or join a clan. It's always good to have people playing with you, because it encourages you to play and better yourself, and to do quests with somebody else is much more fun than to do it by yourself. Trust me. So like I said, hope you guys enjoy. If I think of anything else, I will add it in the description that I haven't already said to you guys previously. I hope you guys make successful accounts. Hopefully I can PK you guys and take all your rune and steal all your money, and then I won't feel bad about it. And then, alright guys, take care of yourselves, enjoy, and subscribe for more commentaries, PK vids, etc. Thank you, take care.